Hey, it's Ray. So today I'm going to be doing a video response to X Sparkage's recently uploaded video. She uploaded it yesterday. It's like a tropical something. This video is going to be video response to it, so you can go ahead, click on the link and see exactly which tutorial I'm talking about in case you're not subscribed to her. If you are subscribed to her, this is probably more of a video for you guys. And basically I'm just going to recreate the look, not exactly verbatim, but pretty similar, as you can tell from what my face currently looks like. And it's really just to use what you have. You don't need exactly what I have type video. I want people to realize that you don't need exactly what everybody's using to achieve the same look. I used, I think, technically 2 products that she actually used, possibly 1, because I did not read her list of products, but I think one of them that I used is exactly what she used. But you know, I had something else that I could have used, and I probably just should have, but I didn't. I just decided to use the one that I had, which is potentially what she had. But the moral of the story is, you know, you don't have to go out and buy whatever she has. Use what you have. Use something similar and be artistic and create. You'll see in the video that this eyeliner is not the eyeliner that she used at all. It's not even an eyeliner. And you'll see how I did that in this video. So it's just the kind of video to inspire you guys to genuinely take tutorials as inspiration and not necessarily as a verbatim guideline. You don't have to go out and buy this ink-lock shadow. You don't have to go out and buy this MAC pigment. You know, use what you have. Create something new if you don't have it at all, which is what I had to do for this video. And hopefully after you watch it, you'll really be able to understand what I'm talking about and be inspired to take that road yourself. And you know, you'll probably be a little less frustrated when you see tutorials and you don't have that specific color, but then you can put your mind to work and still make it happen if that's the look that you want to achieve. So if you want to see the products that I use, this is not exactly a tutorial because this is video sans to her tutorial, so there you go on how to actually achieve this look. But to see the products I used and to kind of see some alternative products and or some ways to make things happen when you don't have what you might necessarily want to use, then stay tuned. Alright, so I already have my eye prime with a basic eye primer. And again, I'm not going to go into complete details tutorial wise because I'm going to video response this to her video, so you can just click on it and get the actual tutorial. This is really just to show you that you don't have to use exactly what anybody used. You know, Leisha, me, or anybody else that you're watching or following on YouTube. You know, just use what you have and make it work. So she used the yellow base. I believe she used the matte cream color base in whatever it's called, the yellow one. I'm going to use a Ben Nye cream color in Goldenrod, which is just a bright yellow. So that's what I'm going to use. So yellow base is on. Another thing you can do if you don't have a yellow base, you don't necessarily have to use one. You know, use a regular eye primer if you want your yellow to pop more. If it's in a pigment form, you know, use it wet on your eyelid, or, you know, spray your brush or foil the pigment, or even if it's pressed, just scratch a little bit off with like a spatula or something and then still use it wet. And that way you're not using it wet straight from your eyeshadow and damaging it. So the next color I'm going to use is going to be a yellow. I'm using OCC's Pollen Count. Just looks like that. And I'm going to apply that all over my lid, just as she did. Alright, so there you go. Yellow lids, and not using the ink-lock color that she used. Just use whatever yellow you have. Next thing I'm going to do is take a fluffy brush, and I'm going to use orange from MAC, which is just an orange. And on my fluffy brush, apply that to the outer corners, the outer corner of my eyelid, the outer part of the crease, and the inner part of the crease. Just kind of how she did. Only difference is I'm going to blend and apply with this same brush. I'm not going to use 2 different brushes like she did. Alright, so next I'm going to take a hot pink pigment, which from the camera, this might be the exact same color she used. I didn't read the list of products that are on her blog. because it didn't matter to me. I was just going to use whatever I had. This is MAC's Bright Fuchsia, which it looks in her video like this is actually what she used. So it may or may not be, but use whatever bright pink you have. You know, pigment, pressed, mineral, baked. Just use whatever. And a smaller brush, and applying that right into the crease. I want to have that blended out like I want it, like that. Then for a highlight, I just like to use my Maybelline Dream Matte Face Powder. I pretty much always use this highlight. I'm not going to use a shimmery white because my skin is dark and I don't like white highlights on darker skin. I think it looks really bad. It looks really ashy a lot of the time. So just use whatever highlight colors work for your skin tone or that you like. I also don't like shimmer under my brow. You know, it's all about personal preference. Again, take what you can from the video. It doesn't have to be verbatim. It doesn't have to be exactly how she does it. Just do it how you want to do it and make it your own, like I'm going to do. So on the bottom, she used like a teal or a green pencil eyeliner to, like, as a base for the under eyes. You don't have to do that. You can just go in with the eyeshadow, which is what I'm going to do. Like, it's good to kind of have a base down there sometimes, but I'm only going to work and doing it for tutorial purposes. If you want to use a base but don't have like a colored one, if you have a white eyeliner, that'll work good, and then you can color it as a base. I'm going to go into my Coastal Scents palette and use this lime green and the green right under it for the two greens that she used. Alright, and then I'm going to use my NYX Jumbo Pencil as well, because this is what I always use for my inner corner highlights. Just so happens to be what she used, but a regular white eyeliner will work just as well. And blend that out with my finger. And I don't have like a shimmery white with like a duochrome of any color how she used, so what I'm going to use is a pink pigment. Or you can use a pressed eyeshadow, and it's a shimmery one. And I'm just going to use a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of it just to kind of give that white a second color. So it's not going to be a white with a duochrome, it's just going to be a little bit of a pink on top of this white. Just to kind of give it that second color look, which is kind of how she uses her duochrome highlighter colors. So that's a little trick you can do. Hers had a red duochrome. I'm just going to use a tiny bit of a shimmery pink in there, which probably doesn't pick up on the camera, but in person you can see it. You can try it yourself if you don't believe me. So here's where kind of my artistry really came into play. The eyeliner that she used on top was like an Urban Decay kind of really fun eyeliner. I don't have any liquid liners in blue except for my metal liner from wherever it's from, Mark, that I used in that one video, but I wanted something kind of more similar to her color. So I'm going to use this pigment right here, which is like a teal, kind of sea foamy green color, and I'm just going to get some out and put it on a palette. You can put it in a lid, wherever you want to put it. So just getting a little bit of that out on a palette. And I'm going to take a black pigment as well, and I'm just using Black Tide from MAC because it has a little bit of shimmer in it. And the shimmer is going to help kind of give that metallic-y effect, which the eyeliner that she used has. It's like a kind of frosted metallic-y type of eyeliner. Now I'm going to take an eyelining brush. I'm just going to use this little Ben Nye one here, an eyeliner sealer, wherever it is. And I'm going to mix those two colors together. So on my palette here, I'm going to see a sealer, blue, and black. So I'm going to wet my brush in the sealer. You can use water, Visine, you know, whatever. And I'm going to kind of make the black all liquefied. Then I'm going to slowly add in some blue, because I just want to darken up the blue. I don't want to completely black in it, because blacks will get crazy on you really fast. And I'm just going to play around with these colors in this until I get kind of the desired color that I want that I can use as an eyeliner. So this is what I ended up with, and I'm just going to go ahead and line my upper lash line with that. Alright, so now I have that, which is eyeshadow done just like hers. I'm going to go ahead and do my mascara. I personally don't wear liners on my waterline, but use whatever your black liner is in your waterline. And just to give it kind of my own twist and my own pop, I'm going to use a regular black mascara first. And this is just Maybelline Lash Stiletto. I'm not going to use false eyelashes because I'm not the biggest false eyelashes on myself fan. Mainly because I'm not patient enough to do it on myself. And yeah, that's really the only reason why. And then over the top of that, I'm going to add a blue mascara. And this one's from Hard Candy. It's in the color Peacock. And I use the black one first because it's a little bit more defining than this mascara. And it's just going to kind of darken up this blue some so that my lashes aren't entirely bright blue. Kind of like a blackened blue. Because as you can see from the wand, this is a really bright blue. And then just some regular black on the bottom. Alright, so I'm going to zoom out and show you how I do the rest of my face just for the fun of it. Alright, so on my cheeks, I'm just going to use Gingerly Blush from MAC. And I'm going to use a color like this on my lips, which is kind of a really darkish burgundy color. And over the top of that, I'm going to use Cherries on the Glow from Revlon, just so that they're not as dry, which is a similar color to the actual lip color that I used. So there you have it. Again, you don't have to have exactly what we use. You don't even have to use the exact same techniques that we use. Take these tutorials as inspiration, you know, take them as guidelines as well, you know, inspiration, ideas, you know, take it for what it's worth, because it's worth more than just, now I gotta go out and buy that, you know, that's not what we're trying to teach you out of doing tutorials or the information that we're trying to give you. We're just trying to give you ideas and techniques and color combinations, and then take them as you will, you know. Bust out your kit, see what you have, make it happen, you know. Instead of a pink, you can use a purple and everything else, you know. Just take it for what it's worth, you know. Take me as an example, you know. I used maybe one of the same eyeshadows that she used, potentially. I'm not even sure if that bright fuchsia is what she used. It just looks like it, and I happen to have it. Everything else that she used, I actually didn't have. I created my own liner, and you can do the same, you know. Just put an effort in, put your mind to work, and make it happen, and trust me, it'll be a lot more fun that way. So until next video, I will see you all next video. Alright, bye.